Beautiful. No, no worries at all, Alpha. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. Automated storage with sweeper and loaders at every exit at the base seems nice. Why would you want that, Johnny? It sounds like carnage. Warfare, how are you, buddy? How's it going? What's good? Ah, shit. The only thing I've just realised, if I do this up here, I've got no power. No power gen around here. No, that'll be fine. We'll figure out so we've got enough enough of an infrastructure for like wires everywhere. Again, I'm all for just slapping down coal gens where we need them. They're so efficient now with smart batteries. Kind of just works nicely. Okay. Yeah, Hanno's working through a backlog of mushrooms. We have a lot of mushrooms for him to do. We were probably pretty nearly out of food, in fairness, so... Seems like an interesting new thing to do. Yeah, I mean, it's... There's a couple of people that have done, like, posts on the forums, Johnny, with, like, a storage for every single sweeper arm and different materials stored in every position. The only problem is, if you start having too many settings on too many different compactors and storage outputs and stuff, it's one of the big contributors to lag. So I don't know if you've ever tried it, but if you have like a series of pneumatic doors throughout your base and they've all got different priority settings, eventually you'll get to the point where when you click on a pneumatic door, it sort of tries to load through every single door that's got settings, and it ends up causing a load of lag. The same thing happens if you have lots of compactors and receptacles and stuff with different settings. The same thing happens even with these critter feeders. If you have lots of them with different settings, it causes lag. So a lot of the time when I'm playing, a lot of the decisions I make are to make sure that we can keep playing the colony later. So if we had something like you're saying, a receptacle at every entrance, and each receptacle had different materials in it, you know, 100 kilos or 200 kilos of every material, so that troops never had far to travel, that would cause a shit ton of lag come late game. It really would. So, yeah. So a lot of the decisions I make are kind of based on being able to play this past the, you know, a few hundred cycles. So yeah. Do you actually have to cook now? Or is it still not really necessary? Mushrooms I generally cook. Warfare. Just they changed it a little while back so that things give you a much better calorific sort of return if you cook them. You can still eat things raw, but it's not very efficient. You'll end up having a lot of plants, so you've never seen that kind of lag. You can test it very easily, Demortis. If you just slap down a load of compactors and assign every compactor to one material, or a load of pneumatic doors and change priorities on maybe 10, 15 doors, you'll start seeing lag when you click on them. It's crazy. It's not the best. Right. Again, these are all things that will be ironed out and fixed at some point, but for now, you just sort of have to work your way around them. Right, is this ladder and stuff done now? It is. Beautiful. I want to get down here soonish. I can dump this water into there, and then we can figure out what this geyser is. 14 cycles till this bastard starts exploding as well. It's not going to be nice. So yeah, it's another reason why I want to get the research finished as quick as we can. I've seen that. For now I have one storage for each type of material, one algae, one metal, one dirt. I see. So what do you do with your excess materials though, Yuma? Because like, you know, if you have one for sandstone, well, at the minute we've got 197 tons of sandstone, so what would I do with the 170, do you know what I mean? Where do you store the rest of your bulk? Because there are some people that don't use compactors at all, by the way. They just use like drop storage and just have everything in one big shitty pile sort of thing. Which again is fine, but it's not something I like to do. We've done it on one colony before and I didn't really like it, to be honest. It was very, very messy. Okay, so we should have enough suits now, I think. There's a very good chance that they won't equip any of these until they've got absolutely nothing to do. So we'll just have to see. I bet like nobody's equipped a suit yet. 5 storage for dirt, 3 for metal. Ah, I see. I see. Is clothing still messed up? The equipping of clothing still messed up. They generally do it when they've got literally absolutely nothing to do. So it can be a while sometimes. It's fine. We've got a lot of commands out at the minute, and a lot of things that I want them to do, and people are running all over the place to like harvest crops and all sorts of stuff. But it's okay. I'm probably going to have to do this with some urgency soon. But first, I want to get down here. I want to see what this geyser is. You know, we could find something like this is a water geyser, and then that totally changes our electrolyzer plans. It could be a metal refinery, and I'd be able to stop, you know, refining metal. You know, a metal volcano. So I kind of like to know what my geysers are. DeSudro, how are you, buddy? Good evening. What's good, buddy? You just let the dupes figure out where something goes unless it's for a specific purpose, like coal next to a genie. Next to a Jenny. Sorry, mate, I read that completely wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Like, I normally use like auto sweepers and receptacles for things that are localized, like coal gen builds. I'll have receptacles inside with sweeper arms to deliver the coal and stuff like that, but I don't really like to just put them all over the base, as a rule. They're very handy for like moving food and moving things to critters and stuff like that. We will use some. I just don't want to do an entire base based around a storage system. I'm very well, thank you, DeSudro. Very well. You're about 700 cycles into one of your worlds. You never even picked up clothing items. You literally need to unassign them for pretty much everything, or just have them doing nothing for a while. And they will get to it. They will eventually. Right, we're on the very last... Oh no, we've got one more thing to do after this. Fuck it. One last thing to do. We're going to have to do another algae rush. Can I dig at these? No. How annoying. It's a wee bit annoying. I wish they'd make the doors so you could enter from either side. Considering a lot of the ruins are broken, it kind of makes sense that you could go through either side of the door. Okay, get down here. Classy Chen, how the devil are you? Is it Classy Chen or Classic Hen? I'm going to say Classy Chen. I've known a lot of Classic Hens in my time. How are you? Good evening. Oh, look how vibrant that chlorine looks down here. It's under pressure now. It's so green. It's so pretty. This morb is going to have caused us an absolute nightmare in here. It's just going to get worse, but I don't want to deal with it. He can stay there. We'll deal with that in the future. Feels like they kicked up the contrast a bit of gases. Yeah, they did. I think they announced it in one of the patch notes. They've made things a lot more vibrant. No, they definitely did. They announced that it was a bit of a funny one because they changed how gases looked in the background as well, and it made your liquid tanks look incredible. Like water was amazing, and then they reverted it to a different type, and it made me really sad. Like liquid tanks looked beautiful, and they changed it for some reason. It's not green. Wait a second. Hashtag procrastination is bad. No! Procrastination is good. It's chill. Although saying that, we are running out of algae and everything that we need right now. But still, it's fine. Worst case scenario, I'll slap in a couple of hot electrolyzers and just deal with it for now. But in the meantime, I'm exploring. It's all about exploring. Figure out what you've got. Because I think this is our first slime geyser, isn't it? So we've got another one somewhere out in the wilds. We found an ice one. An igneous one. What else have we found? We found one slime one down here. We've got one in our lava down here. And that's pretty much... Oh shit, we've got another one up here. Got another one here, which is nice. I'll have to fucking get over to there to that one now as well. Not sure which is the best way to go. I like to know what we've got, you know? It matters. So, do and bioscan. Can you do it right now? Do you want to do that? No? Apparently procrastination is a tongue twister for hashtag life matters not broski. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. A little bit. Someone's just said, nice thumbnail, man. Have you seen my most recent thumbnail, by the way, guys? I quite liked it. For the Cosmic Update. Have you seen it? I was quite proud of it. Not proud of it, proud's wrong. But I just thought it was fun. It's all about Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's all about Neil. Probably go to about midnight or something, yeah. As Quote said, about another hour or so, I think. Maybe later. We'll see how involved I get. At the moment, I've been just chilling the entire stream, to be fair. But we do need to crack on now. We're getting to the crisis point, which is when shit has to happen quickly. I just like exploring so much in this game. It's why, like, the less RNG, the less wonder there is in the game, the more I lose interest, honestly. Because I like the fact that every colony is different and we get different stuff every time. It makes me happy. I've still not had a stream base that had a volcano right from the start, though. I've always had to debug them in, if you remember, guys. No nat gas build yet. Not yet, Vixen. Not at all. I want to go work on your bot commands, but you want to procrastinate. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You could always do personal challenges for your new colonies. Like what, Hamster? Like what? When you say personal challenges... Exactly. I can wait another hour. Tidy all this out. Somebody come and open this. Come on. What the hell? Oh. Look at the little babby, honestly. The new glossy Drecklets might be my favourite, you know. I like them a lot. So cute. Right. What are we waiting on at the minute? I don't know why we keep getting these weird progress lines sticking around as well. We had one with the chef's grill last stream. We've got one with the textile loom now, and there's nothing left to be done. I think if you disable it and re-enable it if it fixes it. Okay. We're getting there. Hypothermia, son of a bitch. Oh yeah, we're getting a juicy amount of natural gas in there now. A juicy amount. Why is nobody doing that bioscan? It's such an easy thing to do, and it's priority 9. I don't understand. Oh shit, have I got polluted oxygen in here now? And there's water. Ah, bollocks, I didn't want that to happen. Oh no, I think we got polluted oxygen in here at the end of the last stream, didn't we? That's why I put ladders everywhere so we can get to all the different sleep week. Ah, that's annoying. A little bit annoying. So we've got 10 cycles to get that geyser capped. Nerd's still beaving away on the research. What's your toggle priority at? Very high for everyone? Maybe? I think we've killed off all our shine bugs. Which was a mistake. Don't know if we'll find any more in the wild. I don't quite know how that's happened either. We've got no eggs. Shine nymph egg. 1. Okay. We're out of algae again. But... oh, there we go. Excellent work. Thank you, Vixen. You need someone on toggle priority. Yep. How about no wheels after day 10 or something like that? No manual generators, you mean? Coal gens, mate. It's not really a challenge. We have done a lot of challenges in the past, by the way. If I sound like I'm being a bit cocky, it's because nowadays, only for me, guys, this is probably the first way of putting it. It's all just a little bit, you know, we're sort of going through the paces, right? But challenges don't. Not that they don't interest me, but they don't bring much excitement. Do you know what I mean? Because once you overcome the challenge, let's say it's something like, I don't know, no algae deoxidizes after cycle 50 or something, or after cycle 30. Well, all you do is beeline for electrolyzers and slap a few electrolyzers outside your base or something. It's once the challenge is done, you're just on a normal playthrough. You just handicap yourself for a bit, or do you know what I mean? Pick the worst colonists available. We've done that already. We did that on the accept every dupe challenge, one of the first ones we did. Didn't really matter. I don't know. There's. It's tough. It's tough. Like when they bring in custom maps, I'd like to do some more custom maps and stuff. I'd like to do that. I don't want to do custom maps that people have made on the forums and stuff because a lot of them are a little bit janky. But when more things are added to the game officially, I'd like to do that. No ladders has been done too, yeah. A lot of people have done that sort of stuff. I know ladders, you just do jungle gyms everywhere. You just do the whole three digging malarkey. And you can just get around like that. It just ends up being a mess. Right. I need to at least get this sealed before it all kicks off. I would have liked to have put in a load of conveyor belts and stuff and get that stuff ready, but I don't think we're going to have time, honestly. In fact, I'm fairly confident we're not going to have time. And we don't have a mechatronics engineer either, so... we'll just get it capped for now. How about 5 poles only then? It'd just be slow, mate, because then they have to go up them really, really slowly. Have you ever had a few bases in the same map? So they have to survive in 2 or 3 totally different places on their own. I haven't done it on stream, Shane. I did once do it on... oh god. We're going back probably a year now. Where everything was done with satellites and I had like 2 dupes in every satellite. That's probably like... no, it's probably about 8-9 months ago I did that. But again, it just makes it slow going. Like, a lot of these things are fun if it's like a hobby or something. Like, something just sit there and while away the hours, but... I don't know. I mean, again, there is the suggestions field, guys. If you want to suggest anything like that, do it. Still waiting for a pod base connected by tubes. People have done it, Quirts. It's been done. Christ, Clay did it as a challenge. So, Clay had like a challenge on the forums where you could do it. Play like each pod had its own materials and stuff, and you had to get to them in order to progress. Right, are we finally done now on research? Right, let's get rid of this shit. We don't need this anymore. Only flatulent dupes. Could do it. Could do it. But then the problem is, what you end up happening then, Yuma, what if you don't get any flatulent dupes for like 80 cycles, and you end up with 4 people for fucking ages? You know what I mean? There's always a downside to these challenges. That's the one thing that I learned when we used to do them all the time. There's always a downside, and you end up having to make changes as you go. Right. Let's change this up a little bit. Don't really need this or this anymore, I don't think. We need them to equip their snazzy suits, that'd be nice. Could also take a few more dupes, I suppose. I mean, we're not breathing oxygen at the minute, so yeah. Let's get this capped. Let's get this done first. I'm going to up the priority on this now, so we definitely get it done immediately. And we'll start digging out some more of this crap as well. I shouldn't have dug that tile out, but never mind. Although I don't really mind if some of this polluted oxygen gets in here, because we've spread out the oxygen quite a lot now. So there isn't actually that much left in here anymore. No wall base, only floors. Just floors. An open air base, we've done that. We've done that a few times. We just oxygenate the asteroid. But officially not building walls? I don't think that'd be a hard one. How about unlocking every biome without walling yourself in? Oh, having like access to like the cold biomes and stuff. Like in conjunction to you. Just letting it all battle itself out. That's actually quite a cool idea. You can only build horizontally except for capping geysers and tanks. It'd be messy, but it's doable. Alright, duly noted. Fair enough. They are some good ideas. I like them. Fair enough. Right. Okay. Let's crack on getting a bit more of this done. Let's dig out all this. I feel like your viewers are craving a challenge from this. Is what I mean, Vixen. Fair enough. I get it, guys. Alright, I understand. Close to the temperature and gas situation if you open up everything without filters. That's what I was thinking. That's why it kind of piqued my interest. Because you'd have to do like builds like petroleum gen builds would get very messy. Natural gas builds would get very messy. Would be interesting. You'd need a lot of like gas control. You'd have to have pumps everywhere. But I like it. I like that idea. I got the best idea ever. You can only go to different biomes through natural abyss-like tunnels. Oh, you mean follow the zigzags? They don't all connect though. They don't all connect properly, Cypher. Because we used to do that when germs first came into the game. When slime lung and stuff was actually dangerous. That's how we used to get around. You'd dig like little 2 wide tunnels through abyss-like because it never had any germs in it. But they don't all connect. That's what I did first time we played this. Oh, just dug everything out. Right, let's let a bit of this stink in here. Oh, they didn't let any stink in here. Okay, let's actually let a bit of stink in here. And let's get rid of you. Let's do that tile first. Get rid of you. 7 cycles. We're out of algae again. Must have a nice little patch of it somewhere. Where have I not been looking? Go a little bit over here. Would have been handy if there was some over here to dig out. I think it's all about the slime biomes, isn't it? I normally would have dug out a slime biome by this point, but I just haven't because I've been inept. Surprised you've not found any big patches of algae. Abyss-like tunnels and where there's gaps, plastic tube things. Jesus. See, this is exactly my point. You're having to make changes to the challenge before we even started it. Christ. We've really been starved on algae outside the base. Holy shit. I've never seen it this barren before. That's not good. There's a little patch down here, but holy shit. Okay. Alright. Do have some starter water that we can use. Might just slap down a couple of hot electrolyzers outside the base. I mean, this is going to start working soon, but I'm not going to have much water in there. Got a little bit of water down here we could use as well, just to get out of the way. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Because otherwise this is going to become very problematic. Yeah. Let's just slap down a couple of electrolyzers out here. This is not what I wanted to do. But it'll do for now. Abyssite. Do I really care about Abyssite right now? Eh. Let's just run straight through. Let's run straight through there. Way outside the base heat. Yeah, we'll just oxygenate everywhere. It'll be fine. We'll slap these down for now. We can connect this up to that later as well. Actually, I might raise that up a little bit, just so this is easier to dig out later. Because we will dig out all of this shit later on. Through the bollocks, through there. Yeah, that will be fine. Okay. Operation immediate. This happens now. The other shit can wait for a minute. Everyone get involved. Where should I do this, I wonder? I'm going to have some power here, but I don't have very much metal, as we've been over. Yeah, well, let me crack on with this piping and stuff. I'll figure that out in a minute. We might need to refine some more metal quickly.